Uh, Now let's go to handle. That looks perfectly fine in that corner. It looks like it was meant to be in that corner, so I'm just going to scale it up a bit. Make sure it's not overlapping this part. Um, and make sure the UV doesn't go over the edge of the canvas, because then it appears around on this side. Like if I stretch this, even though you don't see it, when you're doing the texturing, it'll be stretched out on this side, which is really a pain. I was doing a tree for wolf once, and that happened. And I couldn't figure out what was happening because parts of the texture were just white. And I'm just like, what the hell? Until I realized that the UV map was screwed up. That was back when I didn't know what I was doing and sucked really bad. Anyways, the handle support. We have a lot of UV space, so I'm going to make it big. Because I can. Anyways. So, maybe I should. So, I think we left a little bit too much UV space for the others. UV space for the others because the others are all small parts. So maybe I'll make this smaller. Select these parts of the model because they are obviously more important than anything else. And scale it up. Oh wait, see, this isn't going to fit. If I select this, it's going to select the door handle too. So I'm going to reselect the door handle. Not door handle, the handle support. Scale it down, move it back to where it was, or move it back somewhere, because we can always select just this part by going to groups, handle support again, and then select this like that, and scale it up. And maybe that's a little bit too big. It's overlapping that handle, which is not good. So scale it back. It's alright. Doesn't need to. We're not going to make this mailbox too detailed, so I'm going a little bit easier than I probably should on the UV map. Alright, we selected the handle support again. Yeah, we still have about the same amount of space. I was guess just a waste of time. But alright, UV that. I'm sleepy. Opener. This thing. I don't know. This box right here, useless. Just gonna move it here. Scale it up. See, just doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be with the part of the model that it's with. Oh shit, I missed that. See, now it's gonna be a pain because we scaled it up. Now I don't know how it's gonna fit. So now we're gonna have to do some very careful scaling to get it to fit where it's supposed to fit. I hate it when that happens. See, what happens when you're not careful. Yeah, one piece of advice, be careful when you're UV mapping, because it can screw the whole damn model up. Oh shit, alright. We select just this part. So that's good, that's in a nice position right there. Select the rest of that door opener. And put it down here, and because we have plenty of space right here, I'm just going to scale it up. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So, I don't know. You can do a bit more playing around with this stuff if you want to. I'm not sure why you would, but because UV mapping is just a pain. Try to get it done as fast as I can so I can move on to the fun part. Alright, anyways. I'm just going to move everything to the center. It's a little bit easier to texture. See, I accidentally selected that. You always got to watch for that, because even the tiniest bit of overlapping will cause like extra selections that you don't want, and then parts will get moved, and then you have to redo the whole UV map, at least if you're using UV Mapper, because there's no freaking undo button. You believe that? A program with no undo button. What would you do? Alright, see, now that it looks fine to me. I mean, you guys could probably make it better if you wanted to, but that's all I'm going to do. The texture's going to turn out perfectly fine. So first, now here's a kicker. First, instead of saving texture map, save model, because I've done it thousands of times. I save the texture map, then forget to save the model, and basically then all you have is a texture map, and the UV data is not stored onto the model. So in this way, if you save model first, the UV data is on there. So if you open the model back up, the UV map will look just like how it looks. So I'll actually show you that. See, this is just overwrite the old file. And now, Whoops, I forgot to save the texture map. What will I do? Just open UVMapper up again. File, load model. Open up that mailbox. And you got that same UV coordinates right there for you to save the texture map up. So like I said, always do the save model first. Alright, now a bit about texture sizes. Try to keep it in powers of 2, like 128 by 128, though I won't recommend that necessarily. 256, 256, 512 by 512, all the usual sizes you know of. Then I also like the longer than it is high, so 256 by 128 or 512 by 256. I usually texture stuff at 124 by 512, and then if I need to, reduce it because it's easier to texture big and then scale it down than texture small. And then make it large. So if you get what I mean. So anyway, say this is mailbox uv.bmp. That's all that UVMapper seems to save in. Actually, let me try saving it as a JPEG. Let's see what happens. Alright, just for the sake of this tutorial. Save it. And then we'll go to mailbox. Dang! It's saved as JPEG. Alright, it's the second new thing I learned today. So, instead of saving it as BMP, I'd save it as mailbox UV. Go to all files, save texture map. Let's do it again. Select exclude hidden facets when you're exporting. It usually makes stuff easier. Should I open that up? Oh, yeah. Wow, it worked. So instead of doing BMP, because that just becomes a pain with index and stuff, just select all files, mailbox UV, and then basically whatever format you want. TGA. I don't think it can save TGA though. Just any basic format. JPG, BMP, GIF. Though I've never tried any of those. Always save bitmap. Old habits die hard. Anyways, that's all for UV mapping. You can open up the UV map, and in the next part of the tutorial we'll do texturing, and basically after that last part of the tutorial will be getting the model into FPS Creator and taking a couple of screenshots, and you'll be set to go. So wait for it. Anayar signing off. See ya.